Why did the motorcycle refuse to race? Because it was too tired. Get it? Too tired? Hello everyone. Welcome to the weekly. I do not know if this video form of the newsletter will be weekly. I'm gonna try, I'm gonna do my best. Weekly newsletter for Walk Racing Esports. I'm just gonna go like the short version of me talking about what I'm gonna write in the newsletter and a short interview with one of our team members in a new section called Meet the Team. I think that's what it's called, Meet the Team. Hopefully. Anyway, part of the team are this guy. Uh, 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 yeah, one green, two green, and the greatest. Well, between these two. Anyway, Alonso can retire. By the way, please retire. He's only two-time championship. Yes, I'm not creating any more trend. Let's start with what happened last week. Well, last week we had kind of a new driver. It's a weird one because it's from back in the day, but also kept in touch. I don't know. It's Rob from United Kingdom, Great Britain, whatever they want to call themselves, Islam recently. He went from Walk Racing Esports to CDA. You can figure out that name out. Driver coach, I don't know. Strategies to set up wizard, bunch of stuff. Now he's hanging around with us for a bit. I don't know what the plans are. We didn't discuss, but it's good to have Rob back. If he ever tells you he's slow, don't believe a word of that. He's not slow. He's fast, especially with the hardware that he has. And then I know this is from last year, but I just realized that the shortest time in Walk was Pedro Vigario. I think he was officially in Walk for 1 week. He wrote 2 texts maybe in Discord, and then he announced that he has some work problems. Which later it seems that wasn't the or whatever. It doesn't matter. So 1 week is the record. I think the guy from Sweden, and Andy, I forgot the name. From February last year, it was like 2-3 weeks. And I think Pedro from Germany was like 2-3 weeks, but 1 week, that's fast. So we'll see what 2025 brings us. We are looking for some drivers, but not 1 or 2 more. That's about it. Maris, if you're watching, come back. We have an American guy for you, Tyler. And talking about team and what it's like to be here, being in a team requires time, like a real lifetime. So I emphasize again, if you say you're gonna do something, try to, as best as possible, of course, real life is more important. Try to manage or create schedule. And I know most of you do that, but try to fit what you said you're gonna do in your real life, so you don't disappoint or that you don't create problems for the other people that create time in their real life. That's about last week. Last week, what we did some. Well, last week is like today is Saturday when I'm recording, so we did 2 practice sessions on Daytona. Sergio was not very happy, and we had a bunch of restarts, which I didn't like. I heard. And too many incidents per stint, so that's not good. We're not going into a right direction. So people need to understand that my chair is too low. A little bit better, maybe. Anyway, people need to understand that we'll care about in the last week, but at the moment we are focusing incidents per stint. Talking about that, we're gonna look at some stats that we did. And the announcement, I don't know if the second team knows it, but the second team is going with Mercedes. Everyone likes it from the second team, and everyone seems to have it, so it makes sense that they go with Mercedes. Artem and Kata have experience with the Merc from ATRL Championship, and they did. I think they won at the ATRL. So yeah, we're gonna use the Merc. So everyone from second team, Gordon, Artem, Kata, Mishu is gonna practice when he comes back. Tyler, who's in the team? Tyler, Gordon, Artem, Kostas, if you're available, you need to do some laps. Am I forgetting some? So Tyler, Gordon, Artyom, Peter, Mishu, 5. Joseph said he's not available. Kostas is pending. And Leo. Hey, Leo. Sorry. Leo, yeah. Yeah, I think he said he's consistent now, so we'll see. We'll see. So we have 6, 5, 6, whatever, the Mercedes. And now, let's see some Garage 61 stats. Let's go. And can I do this? Yes, I can do this. So now we have the date here and Daytona, blah blah blah. So most hours on track, Leonard. Also, great for him, most hours on track, but most hours on track also can mean like stand on the track. So we do not know. Then myself, oh no, Bobo. Okay, then Daniel, Danny, Artyom, Gordon, Sergio, and so on. And most lap, Artyom. Let's go, Artyom. Uh, one, so 145 clean laps out of 188. Presume that's good. I don't know. Gordon, Danny, Bobo, Leonard, Sergio. Sergio, what are you doing here? Come on, the Mustang needs some love. And the most laps in the McLaren, brother. Matt Joseph, Bobo, Porsche, Danny, and some Sergio. Igor, Ford Mustang, Sergio, no? Yes. So that's what we did last week in terms of garage 61 laps. I think we're mid 44s in some conditions. Again, I don't care about pace. We just need to focus on incidents per stint. That's the most important. I don't want like last year. Next week we have Roar. I think it's the normal Roar or the Apex one. I do not know. I have to check the calendar. Talking about the calendar, let's see if we can bring the calendar up. Oh, where's calendar? Come on, calendar. Let's go to Walk Racing one. I log in again. I hope it lets me log in. One second, guys. This is very professional, right? Use your phone. No. I need to get the text because I have two-step whatever called. Anyway, I'm not gonna get it. Oh, I got it. So okay, let's share the calendar now. screen. Yeah. So this was last week. Next week, Roar on the Saturday 11, but we go here. So Tuesday, Porsche Cup team practice from 19 GMT, Daytona team practice from 20 GMT. David, I know you're not watching this, but I'm gonna bug you. Atlanta Porsche Cup coaching, lots of guys. Well, Igor kind of doesn't need coaching, but the other guys need, and they need help. And then another Daytona team practice, and we'll see how we do in Roar also. Uh, well, the Roar is after Saturday on 11, but I think there's one. I think the Apex one is on 9. Let me check. No, big announcement. 9th of January, yes. So Roar Apex. I think Matt is doing the Roar Apex one, and I will start with the Majors one because Majors has a Roar also. Anyway, that's for next week. And whoa, well, good thing I don't have any shady stuff here. Let's remove that to keep it clean. That's about it for the my part of the podcast. Now I'm gonna try to do this meet the team. I don't know, once every 2 weeks, like so 2 times per month. I'll see how I have the time. This week I was home, so I can manage something, and Kata was nice enough to show up. Yeah, Kata has a body in racing, but I better let you see the discussions that we had and enjoy it. Hello
Hello.
and welcome to Catalin, our first driver, our first team member from the meet and greet of the team newsletter slash podcast slash I do not know what that I'm watching there, but my even here on, so it's gonna be weird because I'm not gonna see you.
Don't worry.
So
Don't
I'm
worry.
like, maybe I go like this. We're gonna keep it short. If you can tell us a little bit about yourself, because I wrote a little bit in the newsletter, but tell it from your own words, like when you were born, where did you live, where do you live now, work, stuff like that. General.
Okay, so I'm gonna start where I was born. I was born here in Romania, in the South Romania, in a small city called Roșiori, DVD. Until 6 years old, I lived here in Romania with my parents. My parents, when I was 4 years old, they moved to Spain for a better life, for working, stuff like that. And when I was 6 years old, they took me with them to live there. So I was in Spain at 6.5 years, something like that. I started studying there. I grew up there until 21 years old. I finished my studies at electromechanics, so I understand about cars because of that. So I wanted to work when I finished at 18 years old. I wanted to work as a mechanic, but nobody gave me the chance because I'm too young, no experience, stuff like that. And my first job was as a private driver, stuff like that in a Mercedes with a smoking, all that shit. I have a photo with Tony Cross, the footballer from.
Please send it so I can put it here.
Yeah, I have a photo with Tony Cross. I cannot send it because he's in his home in Madrid.
Ah, okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
kind of private. I don't want
Yeah,
to. I don't want to have problems.
yeah.
Yeah. So I met Cristiano Ronaldo as well in person as a private driver. I was the driver of Jorge Mendes, his manager,
I don't
official
know
manager.
Jorge. Okay, okay, okay.
And my second job after that was in the pandemic. They fired me because the pandemic stuff. We were quite dependent of the tourism in Madrid,
Yeah.
and they closed the business for like a year, and they fired like half of the team. My second job was in a in a factory of military weapons. You know, like the weapons that they put in ships and
Yeah, okay, okay, okay.
the big
Gauntlets and
guns,
stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
caliper like this. You know,
Yeah. So gauntlets, I think they're called,
yeah, something
or
like that.
anti-air missiles, like
I
whatever.
was in a mechanization. You know, with the thing. I don't know how it's called in English.
The bullet.
It's a piece of metal, you know, and I was giving a shape by the electronics.
Ah, CNC machine.
Exactly, CNC machine. I was working in that for like 6 to 7 months, and my third job after that, I quit it because it was quite far from my house. It was like 150 kilometers per day by driving.
Oh shit. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, and I moved to a closer place in a dealer of cars parts. I was a seller. A seller. I
Right.
was managing a portfolio. I don't know how it's called in English.
Clients. Yeah,
Of
yeah, yeah.
clients, all that stuff. And when I wanted to negotiate a better contract, I redesigned all the info, all the I don't know. The program in their PCs, it was like in a cloud, you know,
Okay,
and I
okay, okay.
redesigned it to a better connection to go better. And I wanted to negotiate my contract when it was ending, and he just wanted to get up my salary with like $50. And I was
Ah,
really, I redesigned you this stuff in like 6 months with no experience, and all your team is working with that, and you want to negotiate just $50. Okay, so I quitted. And in that moment, in my head was like, dude, I want to give a chance to Romania, to the place I was born, to the place I was going in vacation every year, 1 month per year, with all my family, with a lot of friends here as well. So I gave a chance here. I moved here, and I'm still here in Bucharest, working as a sales agent, and I'm quite good. And my biggest problem is the schedule because I don't have too much time to spend with the team to because I finish my schedule at 2 a.m. here in the morning, so
yeah.
it's quite bad with the time here. So that's it.
Yes.
I'm happy. I'm happy here, and I'm enjoying all what I'm doing.
So you were born in '98, so that makes you 26 years old.
Yep.
And
Just made them.
yes, yeah. So for me, it's shocking because I dislike Romania so much, but that's my opinion. So you move from private and CNC and all of the jobs in Madrid. In my mind, I've been to Madrid, I've been to Bucharest. I cannot compare the two, but that's in my mind with my views, with my older views, my
Yeah.
communist views. So it's still baffling for me that you moved. But again, if you're happy, you're happy. Who the fuck cares? When did you start sim racing?
Sim racing like iRacing or just racing
In
in video
general,
games?
racing games, whatever. When like first racing games, whatever you think sim racing is.
If this counts as a racing game, it was like when I was like 4 years old with my first PC. I got a racing game with snowmobiles, you know,
Oh,
the
okay, okay, I
rides.
know them. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I know, I
I
know.
was 4 years old and I was enjoying racing. But my first car racing game, I think, was Gran Turismo 4 with a PS2 in 2006. That
I
was
was born.
the Christmas gift that I had from my parents when I just came to Spain with Gran Turismo 4 and Tekken 5, and
Okay.
all my hours were in the Gran Turismo 4. That's when I started with this passion.
And iRacing?
iRacing 2020, but
Oh, pandemic.
yeah, but I was following iRacing since 2014, but I didn't had any hardware to can start this hobby. I had a 90-degree wheel with zero
Okay.
force feedback with how it's called arc.
Spring.
Exactly, with a spring to the right, with a spring to the
Yeah,
left,
okay,
and
okay, yeah. Just
vibration.
driving
You know,
Sports GT, yeah.
50 bucks steering wheel, which I was driving in Formula One 2010, 2011, 2012, and that's it. But I was following iRacing since 2014 with Pablo Pulpo Lopez.
Okay. And what hardware do you have now? Talking about hardware.
Right now, I'm running a Moza R9 with the GS steering wheel V2, pedals Trues Master TLCM, the load cell
Yeah.
ones. I want to change them, but I want to my economy is spending in other stuff. But because I don't feel it's necessary for now, I'm comfortable with these pedals. I'm okay with them. So for now, it will stay like that. I'm running just one single monitor, ultra wide, 34 inches, and I think that's
Yeah.
it.
And do you have like aluminum profile rig and stuff like that?
Sorry.
You have an aluminum rig or something like that, right?
Exact,
Profile.
exact.
Yeah.
Aluminium profiles rig with a Volkswagen Touran seat from the
Very
junkyard.
comfortable. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I strongly suggest instead because I have two rigs and one of have I have like a junkyard seat in my wooden rig that first I had in the truck and that's far more comfortable than the bucket seat. So I like for people that are not young and doing sports, normal car seats from the junkyard, much better, far better.
initially I was looking for the same seat as I have in my car at that time, the Volkswagen Passat one with the Alcantara in the middle and the
Ah,
leather
okay,
in the
okay,
sides,
yeah.
which is amazing for long drives. But the junkyards just sell me with a package with all the seats, the back seats
Ah,
and the
yeah,
right
yeah,
hand
yeah.
seat. So
Yeah,
I
that you don't
wanted
want.
similar, and I wanted the seat to be in not leather, not Alcantara, just a normal seat.
Textile, because I like because when
Exactly,
you're sweating, textile is better than leather and Alcantara.
exactly. And also, I have a cat, and the cat wants
Oh yeah, yeah,
to.
fair point. So before Walk, have you been with in any other teams or group of friends, but teams
My
mostly?
first journey in a team, let's call it a team, it was like a Discord group that I founded in another Discord group of a Spanish YouTuber, and it started like a hobby, like a meme for all, and that's why I'm running my personal livery from that team, which my with my name and my flag on it, and it's a group of friends. Arados Manolo is the team, SRT, and after that, I wanted to jump into a more competitive stuff, which is a team from Spain, MBG2, that I raced with them in some private endurance stuff. And the top management, they had a conflict each other and dissolved the team. After that, I was like not looking for any team, and I received your message. And my just one team is that the group of friends.
Yes, and I recall the message because I did look for you because I think I don't know who told me about you because you raced either
David.
with David in a split or something, and David is like, "Yeah, this guy is Romanian. I think he's Romanian." Okay, so like, I think I was like 2 3 days on Facebook, Instagram. Who's this guy? Because Catalin Florin Miu, they're like multiple Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah,
So luckily enough, I harassed. No, I like stalked you enough, and I saw okay, this might be the guy. And then I contact you on Messenger, and I just
I
remember like, hey, do you do sim racing? And you're like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, yo.
yeah, I still remember the split. It was a practice session on in Spa in week 13 when they just added the Audi R8 Evo 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
and I remember David Bosga from the top of the leaders.
for me, it was like the most funny interaction when I tried to not poach, but like stalk people online to find them because David or other people give me Romanian names. And this was the most funny because like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck do you want? I was like, yo, we're not what? Chill. Let's calm down a little bit. It's sim racing. Anyway, so from the past teams, if you could get, except the memories, because I presume that's a part that I also like emphasizing in my team. what would you like to take? Like, okay, the strategy, or like, what was a good thing that you would like to take from the past experience?
There are quite a lot, but what I enjoy the most is that moments in long endurances, the conversations that you have, memories.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Conversations like random conversations at
Yeah.
2 a.m. in the morning in 24 hours of Le Mans when you are in Discord channel, just three guys, one driving, two talking, and you're enjoying, just enjoying. You are not autopilot driving the same lap times,
Yeah.
and you're just enjoying. That's, I think, the best thing that can sim racing endurances with no big prize or something like that in the middle.
And now you have 1 year and a little bit, almost 1 year and 1 month, because we talked on 13 December 2023
Yeah.
or 19 December or something like that. Anyway, what is your 2024 highlight, and also what's your like worst memory from 2024 under walk?
I think I will start with the worst. The worst. I have two.
Okay.
Sebring 12 hours when in the raining. I
Okay. Yeah.
crashed at the exit of the hairpin. I was with Marius. It was random. I touched the curb and the car literally g- went under from my seat. It was crazy spin just out of nowhere. And the second one, it was Nürburgring 24 hours. In my last lap or second last lap of the stint in the morning, after it will, I think Bogdan Bobo it took the car after me, and just to the mini carousel, before the mini carousel I went
Okay.
quite
Yeah.
too wide on the exit. I touched the gravel and the car spun and I touched the barrier.
Those
I
are the
think
worst.
that's the two worst. Yeah,
And the
I don't
highlights.
remember others.
And the highlights.
And the highlights, uh I told you in the yearly podcast of the team, the back to back on the ATRL championship, Daytona, and the second one it was Sebring.
Yeah. No, sibling was horrible. Atlanta, I
Ah,
believe.
Atlanta, yeah, Sebring and Atlanta, and the my raining drive at Sebring.
Okay, so I have also highlight and worst moment for you from team owner perspective. Highlight definitely Bathurst alone. Uh, uh, Let me say this in political correct way. Being careful with Bobo in 2 attempts, and not not curse at him in Romanian for fucking 6 hours. That would be my highlight.
I was a
And
new guy, man. What I could do.
yeah, again, you had options to quit, but the fact that you didn't quit, and again, I gave you green light. You can quit. You cannot drive 6 hours or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Also, the downgrade was, even though as all of the story for 2024, pace was there. Just unforced mistakes was for me was Sebring with Artium in ATRL, because there we just like
yeah,
you with, I think it's like the same similar story, but with a lot lesser degree or like less important. It was like Bobo and David at Barber. They just had to finish. S- Position was didn't matter. You guys just had to finish, but circumstances and a little bit of like, and that not that I didn't. That was like your worst performance, even though the pace was there. So maybe that night was like an off night. Anyway, following question: what if you're missing something from the team? What you're missing? I presume it's gonna be free time to spend with the team, but otherwise. And do you see, and this is for me to take notes, do you see yourself looking for like, because I know maybe you're like, you have more fun in Spanish than in English, like in Spanish communities, because the jokes in Spanish I hear they're like, they rub off differently. So, what is your perspective on staying in the team, or like looking, okay, I'm going to stay in Walk 1, 2, 3, 4 years, but then I'm still looking for a Spanish team or whatever?
I'm gonna start with this. I'm not looking for any language team or community type. I'm enjoying all the people here right now. I'm feeling great. The diversity of different cultures we have in the team, that it's unified by communism. I think it just gives a different taste of it, and it's quite nice. I'm enjoying a lot, and especially you being an asshole all the time. But I have as well different people, man. It's different cultures, different point of views of everyone, and I'm enjoying a lot. I'm enjoying a lot with all of them, with all of them.
Okay, that's great.
I'm not looking to change to other team because right now we know each other very good, especially manager and driver. I'm talking about you and me here, and you know, and you understand that my time right now, and I don't know when it will finish this. It's quite limited, and I respect a lot that you understand me, and you are not forcing me to do anything else to try to change, you know.
Yeah, that's a good perspective because in my team, like even though I have it for many years, and like Rob said recently in our Discord, you guys do not know how good you have it because walk back in the day is like I don't give a shit about your real life. You're coming to practice at like 9 a.m. That's 9 a.m. practice. Good luck. So now I have a different perspective, and I said this a lot: like a happy environment, and then people, if are happy in the environment, then they'll be happy to come into Discord and stuff like that. So I am, and also because I do not have time to do whatever I want for the team. Again, I consider myself a shit manager. So if I'm considering myself a shit manager, I can have high expectations of all the drivers and stuff like that. Anyway, and the second question, I forgot. I think I forgot. What was it? So
I
looking
don't
for
remember as well.
right, looking for a 215. That anyway.
I, I think it
Uh,
was a first
yeah,
question, and this was the second question.
yeah. I forgot the first.
Okay, me as well.
Great. Well, this is kind of work in general, so it's not. We're not gonna be like over redacting this. Another question is, I do have a strong point on this one, and I know you like special events, and most of the team like special events, but I'm gonna insist on this, and I'm gonna take your take live now. I did say in Discord, yo, this year, 2024, I understood we did all the special events for under walk. You guys did other special events in the past, and while we had the pace, and I know I'm repeating myself a lot, we did a lot of mistakes. Either we got crashed out, either we got drive-throughs and stuff like that. I said this year, I don't care about pace. I just don't want drive-throughs. I don't want mistakes. Avoid as much as possible, and then we focus on pace afterwards. Until a half year, if the results are the same as 2024, for a period, at least the other half of the year, we're gonna stop special events. Le Mans, Spa, I don't give a shit what other special events we're gonna stop. We're gonna. If you don't agree with that, I have no problem. It's my decision to take, and whoever says, okay, I cannot be in a team that doesn't do special events, I'm gonna look for another. Then I'm content with that because I have my team for my own ego, and for my ego is memories, right?
Yeah.
Preferably good memories, because all of us like good memories, and I presume I even though some people do not want to be honest with themselves, it's like when you have a let's say spa, 24-hour spa, and all of them put some practice. Doesn't matter much, little. All of them want to finish. And one driver makes a mistakes, you understand. But when all special events for 2024, someone makes a mistake, then people get frustrated and they're not willing, they're not so hyped to do the special event anymore. So we create bad memories, not only for me, because the team has a different a bad image, but also for the other people in the team. So that's my concern more. Um, how do you take this? Like, if we're not going to do special events, I hope we're going to do because I know I personally don't like special events. I did them in the past as a driver. I don't give a shit about them, but I'm trying to please the team here.
The biggest problem about special events is people. That's it. And I agree with you. I agree with you. It's like, dude, focus on just one thing, avoid and survive. That's it. and I'm okay with that. And I recognize myself in Sebring on the ATRL championship. I made my mistakes because I was too focused to catch that guy. That
Yeah.
was very big mistake because I was like 2 3 seconds faster than him per lap, and I was too focused on that shit. So I agree with you. I'm okay with that. And if we don't have to make special events, we will not make them. But I just want one thing from you: to race 24 majors, Le Mans. That's it.
I think that will be, and I'm willing to be indulgent here because that's I think it's depending which one we do because it's international and European. And please go vote because we have if you go in the VRE chat, there's a new poll and it has like three different time zones: international, European, and US. So go to vote which one you want to be part of. All of the majors events because there are more multiple major events and I think that one is 31st of May or 1st of June. So that will be right at half year.
Yeah.
So I know everyone wants to do that, and I like Le Mans also. So I'm going to be indulgent on that one. But that will be like the final straw, and after that we'll see. Okay, we did I don't know 6 events, 7 events, including the majors ones. From 6 we finished 4 without incidents. 2 we had incidents. Okay, we can continue further. But from the 6 events, in all of them we had drive-throughs. In all of them we got crashed. In all of them, I'm like, yo, next
Yeah.
half a year, we take a break and we see 2026. Who's
Yeah.
willing to stay, stay. Um, I'm gonna again put you in a difficult spot. You raced with multiple teammates during the year.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who's your favorite, but who you find that you agree on setup and you'll enjoy driving the same car because your driving styles are similar. So it's kind of who's your favorite teammate, but regards also from car behavior because maybe you like to drive with Danny, but your Danny setups like driving style is very different than yours, and so you have to make a compromise in the setup
I
for the car.
feel that I can share identical setup with from this perspective with Danny because I raced with him before Walk as well.
Yeah.
With Artyom because I shared car in the ATRL championship, and also Sergio. It was okay.
Okay. So you're
So that's the three guys that I raced, excluding Marius, which is not anymore in the team.
yeah, Marius. I know you're watching. Come back. We have a American guy now from Seattle, so you can race with him. Um, and final question, so we can keep it short. Um, except Porsche for either special events and stuff like that. If you had to choose a car, like let's say hypothetically, wink hypothetically, if we go like last year with a single car, not Mercedes, well, okay, we can go with Mercedes again. I do not know. Hypothetically, if you had to choose a car except Porsche, which one will be?
Why, man?
The Porsche sucks. No, look, not only Porsche sucks. I'm gonna tell you, and I told this in Discord, and this is a hot take. For me to Hmm. Let me let me not have all the team quit right now. Uh, so Porsche is very enjoyable to drive, right? I drove Porsche also myself. I understand enjoyable oversteer, blah blah blah. Okay, good, fair enough. But when in 20, I look from team perspective, right? Not driver perspective. So when in 2024 our main concern was mistakes, and you pair mistakes with Porsche, Porsche is a hard car to drive. It's even harder to be close to David, right? When we do coaching with David, either Mercedes or any of the cars, they need even you are like below half a second, right?
Yeah.
When you do Porsche, even Danny is like 3 tenths, 4 tenths, because Porsche is way harder to drive. Because
Yeah,
real wheel
it's more
drive,
on the edge.
yes, so you
It's
have to
very
be
hard.
all the time on the edge. It's very hard to drive, and pair that our mentality is like, okay, I have the pace, I'm gonna focus, I'm not giving way. That's gonna be prone to more mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm against that. I'm not, well, I'm against the car itself, but if I remove myself from the picture and I look like from team perspective, that's my argument for the Porsche. If and I can I can make, this is the compromise I'm willing to make. You guys finish the race without drive-throughs and without incidents. I force Porsche on like I did with the Mercedes. We did Porsche forever. I don't give a damn.
Okay.
But no drive-throughs, no mistakes. If you get taken out, and I think I have been understanding with incidents, you got it is what it is. But if I see you get taken out and I see, yeah, you should have lifted there, you are just greedy, like sometimes Bobo does. What does Bobo? Oh, an LMDH comes. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna block the way at the enter the corner to not pass him. I'm like, yo, don't do that, because there's some LMDHs that don't give a fuck, and
Yeah.
they're gonna blast through you. So if I see that, then I'm gonna put the blame on you or Bobo in this case.
Yeah.
So if the team agrees, no drive-throughs, I we do Porsche for life. Anything, Porsche T-shirt, everything,
I
no
want a
problem,
Porsche t-shirt.
no
I don't know,
problem.
man, what car to pick because I'm not racing officials from since 4, 5, 6 months ago, and I was not trying other cars than the Merc. So I agree with all the cars right now, uh, unless Lambo and Audi, I think, because they feel kind of weird in every track.
But those are like gay cars. They're like Audi and
Not okay. I'm a fan of the VAG group, but it depends, man. It depends on the feeling. It depends of the track. It depends of on every aspect. For example, Mount Panorama, if we take in consideration that the pressure of the air is
yeah,
better on the car with the engine and all that
aspiration.
shit.
Yeah, 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 okay.
Yeah,
But with
but
turbos and stuff like that.
I agree with all of them. I enjoyed the Merc. I enjoyed the McLaren. Just these two practice sessions that I had, I enjoyed the car. It's totally different from the Mercedes, but I agree with the team pick.
Okay, okay.
I'm a team
Final.
guy.
Okay, final question. Before you go, one. No, actually, two questions. One, pick what driver should be meet in the next episode of Meet the Team.
Who is left?
All of you. You're the first. All of them.
I'm the first. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will start because this team member came by my invite,
Yeah.
and you know who is it. And
Both of them.
it's yeah, first yeah, but my conversation it was
Yeah.
just with him, and the other came by a package of two.
Yeah.
So I let you pick between Danny and Sergio.
Well, I don't know. Your conversation was with Danny, right?
Yeah,
Okay, and then Sergio. Sergio, you're a baggage. What the fuck are you doing?
you're the second plate, man.
Such a jackass.
I'm being an asshole. I learned from the best.
Okay, so Danny is fuck myself. I'm
Okay,
sorry, Sergio. uh, and well, I forgot the second question now. Jesus Christ.
you're good, man. You're
No,
you're
that's it.
amazing.
Like, okay, you choose the next guy. Um, no, that's about it. Ah, what if you have been like what do you call it, owner part of the team and stuff like that? Would you be? And this is for myself for my ego boost. How would your approach be? Like also like this, more a little bit communist when it has to be communist, because we joke I'm communist, but it's kind of free a little bit. When I say go, we go, but otherwise, like with the Mercedes, it was like a little bit of communism, but otherwise, I don't veto too many things, I think, or I don't see them. So, so what if you own the team? What's one thing that you will change?
What if I what? Sorry, I did
If
not
you own
understand
the
the
team,
question.
like either let's say you're owning or you're a
Ah,
manager of
okay.
Walk.
If I would be in your place,
Yes, yes, yes. What would you change? Not like to be more successful, more what team perspective was. What would you change? Like more drivers, less drivers, whatever.
I don't know, man, because I'm not
Always
that
perfect.
type of guy that could manage a group of people. I never been like that, and I couldn't be like
Neither
that.
am I. I cannot imagine shit. That's proven our track record in
So,
2024.
from my perspective, right now, I would not change anything because I think the guys are okay. The guys are happy. All of us are okay with the team because we are staying, not by force, because we want. So, if that's okay with the group, I think everything is okay. It's unchangeable. But I would change just the mentality of Ferrari guy. That's it. Be
You're
more like
jackass. Fuck yeah.
not by history because Ferrari is just history. That's it. It's in
Yeah,
the past. That's it.
yeah, but communist is history also. That's in the past also. So,
No, communism still exists.
so does Ferrari. Both are shit, but they still exist. Look,
Ferrari is not shit anymore because Lewis Hamilton came to the team. So be
I
respectful.
let's wait and see. I'm not sold on that one yet. Neither are the Italian fans, which racism is like holy shit. If you are in some of the Facebook groups that I am, yeah, oh my god, if he makes a mistake, holy shit, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, I'm more. I look to the perspective. What I could
Look,
change.
I
I
I,
was.
I agree with you guys. Porsche for real life driving and for like day to day car, better. Porsche like race wise, like GT cars, better. No, I have no problem admitting that, but Porsche doesn't have like the heritage. And I agree with Vettel. I think Vettel summarized everyone wants to drive for Ferrari because of the heritage, because of the blue blood.
I
Like
don't
in
want to drive a Ferrari, man.
good for
I'm
you.
the first one to tell that.
Well, again, but I know I'm saying like motorsport wise. I personally, I drove both, and I'm like but I didn't drive like let's say to experience it fast or anything. I just drove them, so I couldn't say, oh, this feels miles better. Or no, it's their cars for me. I like if I this is gonna be a wild take, and people are gonna maybe not make shorts of it. I like my truck better than what I drove from either of those brands. And I drove them slowly in city. I drove my truck 170. I'm good. Like I love my truck. So anyway, that's it. Kata, thank you very much for joining us, and you are the first. So yeah, congrats on that. Danny, you're
Thank you.
next, and yeah, hopefully we do good at Daytona. No?
Hopefully, I would want to have more time also to spend as driving in the car because I love Daytona. I love the car in Daytona. So we are going with the Merc, so
Yeah, it looks like second team is going with the Marcus. Mishu Mark, you Mark, you said you're like Gordon Mark,
we
Artemis,
had, man. We had, remember Daytona with the
Tyler.
Merc at
Yeah.
the ATRL Championship. So we had a very good pace there, very consistent, very good on strategy. And let's pray for not have kamikazes
Oh, we will. So
in the splits. Another thing that I could change, it was the perspective of a lot of drivers. For me, endurances is just three, maximum four drivers. If they
okay.
can spend all the 24 hours in the front of the sim or close to the sim, but if, for example, in my case, that I cannot be there for all the 24 hours available, it's okay to have five to six, maybe to seven drivers, you know. But for me, endurance races, if they can all stay in the car or close to the car, all the 24 hours are available, three drivers. Because drivers, it's more easier to be faster, it's more easier to be consistent, and the margin of mistakes, it reduces by itself. Because If we are 5 guys or 6 guys or 7 guys, more different driving types, more different point of views in every racing condition.
Yeah, I
Because
agree
in
with.
my case, I'm more sorry for interrupt you. I'm more a conservative guy, and you saw in the races when I have traffic, when I have to be overtaken, I prefer to lift. And maybe, for example, Bobo doesn't, And if we are seven like me and Bobo, it's
Yeah,
50-50.
yeah,
So no.
yeah. Fuck Bobo.
No, man.
I'm
I
sorry, Bobo.
respect Bobo.
We're joking. No. Bobo made some changes in the end of the year, so he's looking like he did 3 hours or like 2 hours and a half with one incident left. So he clearly can do otherwise also towards the end of the year. So we're hoping to for him to keep that trend. Even though in practice races, he's testing shit in the practice races because he crazy. Anyway, so that's a good perspective. I do not agree with three, or if I agree with three, it needs to be three plus a spotter.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I agree. Like if it's you, Danny, and Sergio, and I'm a spotter for
Because
24
in
hours,
real
then
life,
we're
you
good.
have 3 drivers, but all the time you have racing engineers with you.
Yes, yes. So then that I agree. But usually I would like bare minimum of four, because when you have four, I need one
4 is
driver and one
perfect.
spotter. Yeah, one driver and one spotter.
4 is perfect. 3 is kind of risky,
Yeah,
but still very good.
yeah,
Very
I
good,
agree with that.
especially on a driving point of view
Yeah,
on long term.
I agree with that. Okay.
Especially if you have drivers that can spend 3, 4 stints in a row. Perfect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That I agree.
So that's
Okay,
it.
we finish on that. Again, thank you, Kata. Have a good night and evening, and we talk on Discord.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Thank you for the invite.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye, guys.